Tyler Owens, here with Grandma and Grandpa. Today's September 8th, 2019, and we're going to ask a few questions and see what they have to say. My first question would be asking you to describe a typical childhood birthday. What was a birthday like for you growing up as a kid?
Long
ways back to
remember. I think with me, we had birthdays and we had birthday parties, but it wasn't really that big a deal. Of course, I grew up in a family with a lot of children, and so there were a lot of birthdays. We had them, but I really don't have any specific memory of like it was a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
I do remember that we generally got cake and ice cream.
Cake and ice cream.
that was a
Just
big deal.
in the evening?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a big deal.
Well, I'm kind of the same. I'm sure we had parties, but actually, as I think about my birthday, I was always told that I was a party girl because I arrived unexpectedly when my parents were throwing a dinner party. They had some of their family members over for a dinner party. August 30th was the summer, and they had a big watermelon bus type thing. And my dad used to grow watermelons. And I guess I didn't want to miss out on the party, and I decided to come. And so Mother had to kind of send the party guests home early, and the doctor came, and I was born at home.
Oh, really? Okay.
So I guess that was my first birthday.
All right. Second question. Is there anywhere in the world that you haven't been to yet that you still want to see? Anywhere that's still on your list?
I think I would have to say not really. I feel like I've traveled enough. I mean, there's places that we could go, like Antarctica, or places in Africa, safaris and things like that. But I don't really have much of a desire to do that. I think I've seen enough different places and different peoples that I just personally don't have a desire to go anyplace else. But that doesn't mean that I wouldn't do it.
I'm kind of the same. We've kind of reached the point where the travel part is kind of more hard now. And always when we have gone through traveling, it's wonderful to be with the people and see the cultures and things. I don't have never did make a bucket list like everybody talks about now. If I had any travel time and energy and money left in me, I would probably prefer to go back and see some of the places like Argentina. I'd love to see Iguazu Falls again, places that we've been that we loved when we were there. Hong Kong.
Just revisit.
Revisit some of the special places.
All right. Good. All right. So this one's for Grandpa. Being the oldest boy in your family, did you feel any certain pressures or expectations of you?
Yeah, I'll have to say I did, because my folks always said, "Well, John, you're setting the example for all your younger brothers," and not only my folks, but other people. But it wasn't like a pressure that I resisted. It was more like, well, duh. Of course I'm the oldest, of course you set an example. I mean, it wasn't, but they reminded me of it quite often, and it was, that was just sort of an expectation, I think, more than anything.
So Tyler, on our very first date, the blind date that our sisters arranged for us, that was one of the little comments that he made when we were just getting acquainted. We were at a dance, and you don't know each other. You ask, tell me about your family and stuff. And that was one of the things that struck my heart, that he made the comment that he felt the responsibility of setting a good example for all his little brothers. And I thought, oh,
You really like
that's a
that?
good point, you know? So I always remember that.
Excellent. All right, wonderful, thank you.
Okay.